This is the X Sports Network. AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
Back here at the Area Middle School Tournament, brought to you by Heine's Barbecue. Now time for the girls' championship game between the visiting side in Summertown and the home squad in South Lawrence. AJ Good joined along Adam Lindsay in this one. Taking a look at the starting lineups for both sides. For Summertown, you got Tess Long, Ellie Lou Mason, got Maddie Gillen, Emerson Franks, and Hattie Campbell. On the other side for the Lady Stallions, you got Chloe Craig, Allie Augustine, Kinley Studd, Sophie Weathers, and Brinley Snyder. And Adam, you know both of these teams pretty well. You've seen them a few times. What are the keys to the game for both of these teams?
Well, both games have been pretty lopsided in favor of South Lawrence. Really good basketball team. I don't know if you remember years ago, AJ, Nolan Richardson, who coached the Razorbacks.
Yes.
If you remember, they like to call that 40 minutes of
hell.
You know what. Yes.
You can say that.
Okay, great. That is very similar to what South Lawrence does. Can Summertown handle the pressure? They've had issues with it this year. A lower scoring game is going to be in favor of Summertown. They're going to want to keep South Lawrence wants to run. They want to have this thing fast paced. Summertown's got to handle the pressure, and they've got to somehow keep South Lawrence's size off the boards. Offensive rebounds especially. They've got to limit South Lawrence to 1 point and hang around, get into the fourth, and keep it a game. And, you know, anything can happen in middle school basketball, but those are things Summertown's going to have to do to have a shot tonight, I think. But this Summertown team's improved a lot through the year. They've made strides. I think this could be a much closer game, but they're going to have to play a good basketball game tonight. This South Lawrence team plays hard, and they're very talented.
A good thing for the Loretto High School squad, knowing what they got coming up, especially with the big names. Sophie Weathers down low, had a big game yesterday, and Allie Augustine, very good and very talented shooter and player just all around.
Yes. She's great, a lot of talent, very physical too. I mean, she's a great young player. This should be an interesting one. I'm curious to see. South Lawrence. I don't think they're used to many close games. I know E.O. Kaufman is definitely a team that I think is giving them trouble this year. But typically around this area, they've dominated most of their games. I'd be curious to see if Summertown can keep it close. Maybe the nerves might get to South Lawrence. If you can keep it around. But we'll see what happens, AJ.
It'll be the battle of the 13s on the opening tip as Augustine kicks it into Stutz. Stutz coming the other way, right-handed layup, no. Rebound, Franks. Franks racing the other way here for the Lady Eagles across the timeline quickly. Picks up her dribble over to Gillum in the corner. Now to Mason. Mason over to Long. Long straight away, man-to-man put on by the Lady Stallions over to Franks. Now to Long. Out to Mason. Mason now over to Long. Long now to Gillum. Gillum dribbles, now back out the Long near the Ethridge logo. Long bounce pass, tipped out of bounds, and will stay with the Lady Eagles. Taking it out will be Franks. Gets it in the Long. Long dribbles, now over to Gillum. Gillum inside the Mason. Mason off the glass, no. Rebound Weathers. Weathers gets her pass. Stolen away here by Long, but a jump ball, and that one will stay with Summertown.
Summertown's come out aggressive. Those they got a really good look there on the back. Those are shots. If you're going to beat South Orange, you got to make tonight consistently.
Long will take it out to the right of the basket, lobs it over the head of Franks, who saves it in bounds, but they say she went out of bounds. So each side here trades turnovers within the last 5 seconds. Lady Stallions inbounded. It's Stutz with it here. Now over to Snyder. Snyder dribbling. Throws it right in the hands of Campbell. Campbell racing the other way. Drive, shot up, no. And it's tipped out of bounds and will stay with Summertown.
Summertown's come out aggressively on defense. That's good to see. It's a good sign for them. Still no score yet.
Long takes it out, lobs this one in. Tip, though. Mason gets it. Mason now guarded here closely by Augustine. Gets that one tipped into the hands of Campbell. Campbell now over to Gillum. Long was in that area. Now Long has it in the corner. Long kicks out now to Campbell. Campbell drives and stolen away by Craig. Craig the other way, a left-handed layup off the glass and in. The first points from either side. Press put on here by the Lady Stallions. And they get this to Gillum. Now a 3-on-2 in the other end. Nice pass to Mason. Shot up and in.
Nice job there of breaking the press. That's what South Orange do on the made basket. If Summertown can manage it, they can hang around. We'll see.
Kind of one of those NFL passes.
Yeah.
You're just like, how did that get there? Now we have a foul here, I believe. No, it's going to be an offensive foul on Snyder.
She was, that was a little bit more of a football block than a solid set screen. So Summertown got a turnover there.
Third turnover here against the Lady Stallions as Summertown will inbound. 4:10 remaining here in the first quarter. Game tied at 2. Long drives, layup up, can't get it to go. Rebound Augustine. Augustine fights out of traffic. Now she'll come the other way. Drives, has an open lane. Tough shot off the glass in, and she's fouled.
Great job there. Nobody stopped her. She kept going. Very aggressive play, and those are things Summertown's got to alleviate and fix to step in front of her.
I think the foul went on Campbell. That's her first, team's first. Now an one chance here for Allie Augustine. Shot on its way off the front iron, no. And a rebound won by Franks. 4-2 is the South Orange lead as Franks races the other way. And almost stolen away by Craig, now to Long. Long pass too strong for Mason. Third turnover against Summertown.
South Orange style is very similar to Summertown's boys style. They force you to play at a pace and just force turnovers. And
speaking of,
yeah,
fourth turnover there is Augustine losing in the hands of Franks. Franks now to Long. Long now to Mason. Mason back to Long. And to the hands of Gillum straight away. Gillum had a big game in the semifinal against Elkton. Now it's Long with it straight away. Over to Franks. Franks drives, and it's tipped out of bounds and will stay with the Eagles. 3:19 remaining. Long in the hands of Franks, tipped out of bounds by Augustine and will stay with the Lady Eagles. Got all the cheerleaders on our side down here.
Yeah, they're doing a great job, AJ, but I've got a feeling I might have to dig into the medicine cabinet tonight for some aspirin, but they're doing a great job. It's not them, it's just because I'm old and I can't take the noise much like I used to.
5-second call here, fourth turnover against Summertown. Each side with 4 turnovers. Be ready to reach the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter. Snyder now out to Stutz, knocked away by Gillum, and Stutz regains possession, now race the other way. Across the timeline, and they end the Weathers at the free throw line. She loses it. Campbell comes up with it, but unfortunately stood up with it. So that's a travel on their 5th turnover. Snyder will take it out to the right of the basket. Actually, it'll be Weathers. Into Augustine. Down low to Weathers on the low block. Turns, left-handed shot, no. Rebound Franks. Franks racing the other way over to Gillum. Gillum makes the catch. Drives. And we have a foul called. This will go on the Lady Stallions.
You know, we talked about South Lawrence's pressure. I think Summertown's pressure is kind of forcing South Lawrence on some costly turnovers as well over the last few minutes.
Franks gets it over to Campbell. It's a second team foul against the Stallions. And Mason deep three off the front iron. No. Rebound Snyder. Snyder picks up her dribble, ripped away by Mason, and then gets the foul. She'll pick up her second. That's the team's third. I guess I went on Mason.
Huh.
Okay. That's the second team foul against, I don't know, I'm lost. Second team foul against Summertown. There's another turnover. Fifth turnover. Now they trade turnovers. Craig off the glass and in.
And those are the things right there that kill you, AJ. Summertown with a really good defensive stop. They get the steal, and then you throw the ball away on the outlet pass. And South Lawrence way too good of a team to give them those extra second chances.
Actually, Kevin here, our producer, said it was a jump ball, not a foul called. So we got that all straightened out. So just two team fouls for South Lawrence and just one here for Summertown. As Summertown burned its first timeout, a 30-second timeout. It's a game, it's a fast pace, like you mentioned, Adam, but so far South Lawrence has taken advantage of those 6 Summertown turnovers with 4 points, but Summertown hasn't let this get out of reach just yet.
No, they're playing hard. They just got to take care of the basketball a little bit better, and those things will help make this game a lot closer.
Long with it off the inbounds, guarded by Snyder. She'll get it across the timeline. Rushes quickly ahead, runner up, off the glass and in. Her first points, it's a 6-4 South Lawrence lead. 2 minutes left here in the first. Augustine quickly the other way. Picks up her dribble, pass tipped into the hands of Mason and a foul. First on Augustine, team's third. Sub now. Coming in for... looks like that Snyder will be Boston Webb for South Lawrence. And the pass is now stolen away here by Craig. Craig will try a deep shot, knocks it down. She's got 6 to lead all scores. They now have 6 points off turnovers and an 8-4 lead. Mason. And she'll get fouled.
And that's where South Lawrence has hurt Summertown. Dead ball situations where they're able to set up the full court press. They're denying everything on the inbound, and Summertown's just turning it over.
Craig picks up her first, team's fourth, and now we got a 2-on-1 the other way. Gillum, bounce pass to Campbell. And Campbell loses that into the hands of Gillum. Reverse layup, no. Rebound Webb. Webb not coming the other way, it's Augustine. Augustine in transition, spins, dishes to Weathers. Weathers shot no, but she's fouled. Foul on Mason, she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Mason picks up her first, team's second. Minute 25 left here in the first. Pair of free throws coming up for Sophie Weathers. First shot from Weathers on its way off the side iron, no good. Garland will come in for Mason. Newton is into the game as Kinley Stutz checks out for South Lawrence. Free throw from Weathers on its way, nothing but net. Her first point, it's a 9-4 South Lawrence lead. Coming the other way quickly is Long with speed. Drives, runner up, and in. Second time she's done that, Adam. She's got 4 points.
Yeah, that kid has improved a ton, and she's got speed, she can handle it, she can fly.
Newton with it here for the Lady Stallions ahead to Augustine. Augustine now to Newton. Newton over to Augustine. She'll drive. Nice move off the glass and in. She's got 4, leads out to 5 at 11-6. Now we have a foul called.
Yeah, AJ, I think you're correct. That score is not correct on the scoreboard, is it?
It happens. Sometimes you get confused. Snyder now will come in for Webb, who just picked up her first foul. It's the team's 5th. And this pass stolen away by Weathers. Now into the hands of Augustine. Clock hasn't started. Augustine shot up, no. Rebound and a fight for it's a jump ball. That will go to Summertown.
I think there were clock issues last night as well. Has everything been okay up until this point tonight?
Right at the start of the second half of the last game, but it's worked fine. They were just correcting the score and didn't start the clock.
Okay.
Now coming the other way is Long. Long quickly with speed. Now he got the score right. Over to Franks. Franks baseline jumper. Almost in. Rebound Weathers. Now it's Snyder racing the other way for South Lawrence. Across the timeline. Kicks out here to Augustine. Augustine drives the free throw line. Down low to Newton. Newton shot up, no. Rebound into the hands of Craig. Now to Snyder. Long jumper. Back iron, no. Rebound Gillum. Gillum racing the other way. Dry, shot up, and in. Her first points, it's an 11-8 South Lawrence lead. Snyder quickly the other way, 5 seconds left. Augustine will try a three. No, rebound Craig, no. And it's Long with it, and that will end the first quarter. After 6 minutes of play, South Lawrence leads this one 11-8. We'll have the start of the second quarter when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street, next to the courthouse.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy, Buick, and GMC dealer.
Back here at the girls' championship game of the area middle school tournament, brought to you by Annie's Barbecue. South Lawrence, they lead Summertown 11-8. Snyder with it, trying to get out of traffic. It's Augustine with it. As it straight away, skip pass over to Craig. Craig over now to Snyder. Stutt's going to try a long jumper off the top of the backboard and no good. And now go to South Lawrence. Looks like both sides starting lineups are back in the game. Gillum across the timeline. Got it here by Stutz. Man-to-man by the Lady Mustangs. Kicked out the Long. Long now kicks out here to Campbell. Campbell drives a baseline. Her pass intercepted and fought for by Augustine into the hands of Snyder. 9th turnover now by the Lady Eagles as Snyder into the hands of Augustine. She'll race ahead. Drives on the low block. Tough shot up. No, she's fouled. And she'll go to the line here to shoot two.
Summertown gambled there in the backcourt, and they lost numbers, and they had to come help. That's a nice job there of attacking with numbers by South Lawrence to draw a foul.
Franks picks up the foul, her first, team's third. First free throw here from Allie Augustine. She's got 4 points so far. South Lawrence 1 of 3 from the line, now make it 1 of 4. Next free throw here from Augustine on its way, nothing but net. She hits 1 of 2.
Looks like South Lawrence has backed out of the press a little bit. Not something you see very much from them.
Campbell with it here straight away, guarded by Weathers. Now tries to throw it down low to Mason, and it's tipped into the hands of Franks. Now coming the other way, stolen away by Craig. And then Weathers gets that one stolen away by Gillum as we race the other way. Gillum to Campbell, right-handed layup, no, rebound Weathers, and Weathers will be fouled. That will go against, I believe, Franks. That's her second, team's 4th. So Garland will come in for Franks. Stutz with the now here for the Lady Stallions. Gets it across the timeline, calls out the play. Man-to-man by the Lady Eagles, down low to Weathers. Weathers being quadruple team, shot up, no, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line here to shoot 2.
So many hands in there reaching on Weathers, like you said, man. Everything just collapsed on her. Summertown's just honestly got to get their hands up and force those shots. She's a pretty good free throw shooter, too. She'll hurt you from the line if you keep fouling her.
Lady Stallions 2 for 5 from the line so far. First shot from Weathers knocks it down. Next shot from Weathers. Takes her time. It's on its way. And speaking of Adams, she hits them both. Yep. She's got 3. Stallions off 4-7 from the line. It's a 14-8. Lady Stallion lead. Mason, it's long. Her pass is out of the reach of Campbell, but Garland tracks it down, tries to get the Mason. It's knocked out of bounds by the Stallions. Garland will take it out. Cross from the South Lawrence bench. They get it in the Long. 4:15 remaining in the half. Long almost loses that one. Falls down. Garland comes up with it and a travel call. 11th turnover here by the Lady Eagles.
And that's what South Lawrence does. Even in the half court, they put so much pressure. Summertown's turnovers are starting to rack up a little bit now.
Stutz coming the other way, drives to her right. Nice feed down low, shot no good, and Gillen will be fouled by Snyder.
And if I'm not mistaken, would that be her 3rd?
I'm not sure. It's hard to see who they call the fouls on from our.
Yeah, I know. I would have swore you mentioned the 2nd. It looks like they do have someone coming in. That may be her 3rd. And, of course, they don't have it on the scoreboard either.
Yeah, it's at least her 2nd, but it's a team 6. It might be her 3rd, not sure. Long with it. Now over to Garland. Garland over to Gillen. Gillen. Nice pass to Mason. Mason shot up, and she's fouled by Weathers.
And I'll tell you, too, one thing I've noticed the last couple times on the court, AJ, South Lawrence has done their homework in scouting. Gillum, left-handed player, extremely skilled with her left hand. They are cutting that left hand completely off. They're forcing her right-handed, and everywhere she goes, they're not letting her use her left hand at all.
First free throw from Mason off the front iron, no. Campbell will check out. And checking in will be Maggie Miller. First free throw was a 10th error by Summertown today. Next one from Mason. Rattles out, no. Rebound at Augustine. Coming the other way, Augustine. Long pass to Craig. Shot up, no. Rebound, Garland. And passes that one off of the back of Stutz. Another South Lawrence steal. Craig now. Here to Augustine. Fakes the 3. Drives. Tough shot. Off the glass. No. She's fouled. She'll go to the line here to shoot 2. That is going to go against Mason, who picks up her 2nd, team 6. So the next foul will send South Lawrence to the line on any non-shooting foul. Augustine with 5 points so far. First free throw on its way, rattles home. Free throw from Augustine. Off the back iron, no. Rebound Long. Steiner's now 5 of 9 from the line. A 15-8 lead. Long now over to Garland in the corner. And Long gets that one stolen away by Craig. Coming the other way, Craig. And actually, that goes off of Craig. It should be Summertown ball.
It did. I don't know if that's... I don't think they're going to get the call, though. It did go off of her hand, AJ. We've got a really good view from where we're sitting.
Campbell will come in for Mason. Long jumper from Augustine, no good. Off of Garland, will stay with South Lawrence, sorry. So I want to call him Loretto.
I know, and that's okay.
Weathers, left-handed shot off the glass and in. Nice take there. She's got 5. It's a 9-point Lady Stallion lead. Coming the other way. Long, as that dribbles that one off of her foot, it'll go out of bounds to South Lawrence. Make them now 14 turnovers.
And as the turnovers mount, the lead increases, AJ. That's been the plague in both of the games so far this year against Summertown.
Augustine coming the other way. Over to Stutz. Stutz now. Dribbles, gets that one knocked out of bounds by Campbell. 2:34 remaining here in the opening half. A 9-point South Lawrence lead at 17-8. Summertown is yet to score here in the second quarter. Webb with it, and she double dribbles. 8 turnovers now against South Lawrence. As Tate Newton will now check into the game, and checking out will be Boston Webb for South Lawrence. Long gets the inbounds. She'll come the other way. Drives and get fouled by Newton.
If you're Summertown here, you've got to be overall happy with how this game's progressed, despite your turnovers. You think about the turnovers, AJ, and how they've affected this score. But, it's a very manageable. They've got 17 here going in, your 2 minutes till half. You've kept it close. You're racking up fouls. They've just got to limit their turnovers, and they're in a good spot here to keep this game at a good distance going into half.
Long hits 1 of 2. Lady Eagles now 1 of 4 from the line. That ends their second quarter shutout. Weathers now over to Newton. Newton drives, picks up her dribble, gets her pass tipped into the hands of Weathers. Weathers now to Newton straight away. Now over to Stutz. Stutz will get called for the carry. 9th turnover against South Lawrence. 2:06 remaining here in the half, an 8-point South Lawrence lead. Long across the timeline, as at the Ethridge logo, over to Gillum. Gillum now to Garland, hands over to Miller. Miller kicks in the corner to Long off of her fingertips and out of bounds. Make that now 15 turnovers against the Lady Eagles. Hallie Busby into the game. And check it out will be Izzy Garland. Stutz with it now. Should come the other way. Throws it to Craig. Craig down low to Augustine. Shot off the glass. No. Knocked out of bounds. And we'll go to Summertown.
Tess Long is a really good player. She's a great defensive player, really quick. You don't want her guarding Augustine. and she got caught down low against her that time. That's not a matchup you want to see if you're Summertown.
Long with it over to Gillum. Gillum at the wing now to Campbell straight away. Goes in the corner to Long. Baseline jumper, no. Offensive rebound there was Gillum, and Gillum falls down. Pressure coming, now stolen away by Stutz. Stutz racing the other way, 2-on-1, layup up, no, rebound Long. Long picks up her dribble, now gets it to Busby. Now a timeout here called by Summertown. I believe it's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy, Buick, and GMC dealer.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at the Girls Championship game in the area middle school tournament, brought to you by Heine's Barbecue. It's a 17-9 South Lawrence lead. Summertown burned its first timeout of the game. Minute 14 left here in the opening half. Eagles will have it as South Lawrence will back off the press. So far, Summertown being outscored 6-1 here in the second quarter. Gillum drives the baseline. Pass here to Long. Long will dribble out to Campbell. Now to Miller. And Miller will be fouled. She'll go to the line here for the 1-and-1.
South Lawrence, as we talked, AJ, very aggressive defensively. But Summertown is racking up some fouls on them. That's the 9th team foul. If Summertown can hit free throws here, that could be big for them.
It's a second on Sophie Weathers as Miller misses the first one, and Augustine comes down with it. Then she travels. So that's the 10th turnover against South Lawrence, and the Stallion faithful don't agree with that one. 58.9 seconds remaining in the half. Long pass into Gillum. Nice catch by Gillum, then she tracks. I think that was just one bad call traded for another bad call.
You may be correct, AJ.
Newton now in the Stutz, now that the makeup calls are over. Stutz over to Craig. Craig pulls up, now back to Stutz straight away, over to Newton. Newton down low to Augustine. Augustine off the glass and in. She's got 8 to lead all scores. It's a 10-point Lady Stallion lead. Long quickly the other way. Now over to Busby, to Gillum. Gillum now to Miller. Miller here to Long. Long jumper, no. Rebound Miller. Miller powers her way up. Reverse layup blocked out of bounds by Sophie Weathers. Each side with 2 offensive rebounds. 24.7 seconds remaining in the half. Bounce pass into Gillum off of her hands and out of bounds to South Lawrence. Make that now 18 turnovers. Stutz with it. 20 seconds left in the half. Long pass down low to Augustine. Augustine out to Newton. Long jumper. Knocks it down. Her first points. It's a 12-point lead. 10 seconds remaining. Long. Hands over to Gillum. Gillum guarded by Stutz. Bounce pass to Campbell. 3 at the buzzer. No, and that will end the first half. After 12 minutes of play, South Lawrence leads at 21-9. We'll take a short break at the start of the second half when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence County, the Summit at Home is the right company for you. We have a friendly staff over 25 that is trained, educated, and qualified to help with all your needs within your household. Our non-medical services include transportation, housework, dressing, and companionship. We are also covered by most long-term care providers. For more information, please call 931-762-2310.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a personal, simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie, and we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Introducing Cloud9 Fiber to Lawrenceburg. We take great pride in being the only locally owned and operated internet company within Lawrenceburg and Lawrence County. We're now offering up to gigabit services with plans starting at $50 per month. Surf the internet with blazing fast speeds and reliability, all while keeping your investment within Lawrence County. For more information, visit cloud9fiber.com to request for us to build your area next.
What really matters during the ball game, you do realize that some of the qualities that coaches try to get from their players is the same that God is trying to get from his children. In 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 58, therefore, my beloved brothers, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that in the Lord your labor is not in vain. Do your best, give your best, work your hardest, leave it all out there. That is the goal of the Christian life. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back here at the girls' championship game at the area middle school tournament, brought to you by Heine's Barbecue. South Lawrence leading Summertown 21-9. Quick look at the stats for Summertown. Tess Long with 5, Ellie Lou Mason, Maddie Gillum with 2. On the other side for the Lady Stallions, Allie Augustine with 8, Chloe Craig with 6, and Sophie Weathers with 5. Off the bench, Tate Newton with 2. The Lady Eagles will start off with the ball. Campbell now over to Gillum. Original starting lineups in for both sides. Gillum now out the long. Long now over to Franks. Franks bounce pass into the hands of Weathers. Make that 19 turnovers by Summertown, who had 18 in the first. South Lawrence had 10. And Augustine gets that one stolen away here by Gillum. 11 turnovers, and that one stolen away by Craig. Now over to Augustine down low off the glass. No. Well, she's called for a travel. Make that now 12 turnovers here by the Lady Stallions. Go back off the press. Long has it. Long. Now it's actually Gillum over to Frank. So we were blocked by a couple students right there. Now over to Campbell. Then into Mason straight away. Swings over to Long. Tries to throw it to Mason. Intercepted by Augustine. Now Augustine picks up her dribble over to Stutz. Stutz bounce pass to Weathers. Intercepted by Gillum. Now back to Mason, and we'll come the other way. Minute into the third, a 12-point South Lawrence lead. Mason into the paint. Spins. Right-handed layup off the glass. No. Rebound Gillum. Gillum falls down into the hands of Franks. Jumper up and in.
Nice shot there by Franks. That gets Summertown off the snide a little bit here with 2 early points here in the third.
It's just the first second chance points for either side, and the first points off turnovers for Summertown. Snyder, jump stop over to Stutz. She'll drive the baseline, pick up her dribble. And the pass is tipped into the hands of Snyder. Snyder picks up her dribble, tries to go down low to Augustine's foul from behind by Franks. She will pick up her third foul. It's the team's first here. Subs now coming in for Summertown be Garland and Busby. Checking out will be Gillum and Franks. I believe that's the first time Gillum is set so far.
Yeah, I believe you're right. She's a workhorse for them, been that way all year.
Augustine down low to Weathers. Left-handed layup off the glass and in. Weathers with 7. It's a 12-point South Lawrence lead again. Long quickly the other way. And a jump ball.
If you let Weathers get the ball that deep, AJ, it's pretty much game over at that point.
Coming the other way, it's Stutz. Picks up her dribble, now over to Snyder. Snyder dribbles to her left, guarded here by Busby. Picks up her dribble, and now another walk. It's a 14th turnover against the Lady Stallions. I think both fans are upset with the amount of travels, carries, random jump balls.
Yeah, but I will say, 80% of them are pretty legitimate.
Yeah,
It's been a sloppy game as a whole, but I think a lot of it's because these two teams, at the pace they're playing at, you're going to make mistakes, especially the kids this age.
Middle school basketball sometimes is just not made to play at this speed consistently.
That's true, and a lot of times, coaches or fans want fouls called, correct? They think a lot of stuff. But honestly, though, you can't have it both ways.
Right.
If you really wanted it truly called, everything called, I mean, it would be a flurry of whistles every 15 seconds. I mean, you've got to let them play to some extent.
And in a two-man crew with this speed, they can only see so much.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Busby over to Long. Long guarded by Snyder in the man-to-man. And a long pass to Garland. Garland picks up a dribble over to Mason. Mason steps back, picks up her dribble, shot up, blocked by Weathers into the, Busby fights away. Mason comes up with it, shot up, no. Offensive rebound and a foul.
The X factor for South Lawrence, too, is Weathers underneath. Summertown, you're not guaranteed anything even when you do get the ball down low, and get a good shot. She just does such a good job of deterring everything, denying shots. She's a big factor for them.
Campbell is fouled. It's her first free throw. Eagles now 2 of 6 from the line. Next foul from free throw, by Campbell away. She hits them both. Her first points. It's a 10-point lead again. Eagles now 3 of 7 from the line. Coming the other way is Stutz. Stutz dribbles to her right, bounce pass down low to Augustine. Turnaround jumper off the glass and in. First one in the double figures with 10. Another 12-point Lady Stallion lead. Long with it, the Ethridge logo dribbles to her left. Goes quickly. Runner up, no. Rebound, Augustine. Augustine racing the other way. Picks up her dribble. Nope. Will drive the baseline. Turnaround jumper. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Will stay with South Lawrence.
Summertown's been playing behind the post a lot. You wonder if they might just want to experiment with fronting, and make them have to make lobs, because once they're getting the ball down low, they're scoring pretty consistently right now with their size differential.
Stutz picks up her dribble over to Craig. Craig now to Snyder in the corner. No team has hit a 3 so far in this game, Adam.
That's correct. I haven't noticed that, AJ, but you're right. I haven't thought about it, but
Weathers, right-handed layup off the glass and in. She's got 9. Largest lead for the Lady Stallions here at 14.
And Summertown has kids that can shoot the 3 well. The issue is there's such tight man-to-man defense by South Lawrence. They're not getting any looks. They're having to go inside, and it's difficult on Summertown right now getting any open looks.
Mason kicks it out the Long. Now over to Mason in the corner. Gets it to Long, tries to throw it down low, and it's intercepted here by Augustine. Now into hands of Snyder, and now we have a foul call. That will go on Mason. He'll pick up her 3rd, team second. Subs coming in will be Newton and Webb for the Lady Stallions. Checking out will be Stutz and Craig. 14-point lead here for South Lawrence. 1:46 remaining in the 3rd. Snyder coming the other way across the timeline. Will now drive. And loses that one off of her. Well, actually, say it was knocked out of bounds by Summertown. Busby back into the game. And checking out will be Mason. Weathers take it out to the right of the basket. Now in to get Augustine down low to Weathers off the glass and in. Big second half here for Sophie Weathers. She leads all scorers with 11, a 16-point South Lawrence lead. Coming the other way, Long. What a shot up and in. She's got 7 to lead the Lady Eagles. The degree of difficulty on that one was through the roof.
That's a couple of those she's made tonight, AJ.
And that one's stolen away. And a foul called against Snyder.
I've said all year, Long is a kid that I just love. And I'll be honest, I don't know if I've said 5 words to Tess Long ever in her life. But I don't really know her personally. But she just plays so hard. She's going to be a player for Summertown in the next few years if she keeps working.
Has an open Gillum down low. Nice reach around pass to Busby. Busby gets her shot blocked. Now it's Miller with it. Now it's stolen away by Weathers. Coming the other way, and that one's stolen away by Gillum. Gillum now with under a minute left here in the third, over to Long. Long now to Garland. Garland over to Gillum. Gets it to Miller. Miller bounce pass to Garland. Garland picks up her dribble, loses that one in the hands of Augustine. Coming the other way, Augustine runner up, no. Rebound Garland, and Garland dribbles it off of her foot into the hands of Augustine. That one rolls in. Now quickly the other way, Long, 25 seconds left, kicks here to Miller. Long jumper, back iron, no. Rebound Newton. Newton now dribbles out of traffic. 15 seconds left, crosses the timeline now to Weathers. Weathers dishes here to Craig, baseline jumper and in. 8 points now for Craig, an 18-point lead. 5 seconds left. Miller drives, picks up her dribble, and find anybody, and that will end the third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, South Lawrence leads this one 33-15. Take a short break out of the start of the fourth when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a job where you can easily balance work and home life? By becoming a local driver with Southeast Carriers, we can guarantee multiple benefits and a base pay starting at $17 per hour, along with a work-life balance so you can spend equal time on the road as with family. We also provide the latest updated equipment and technology to make your job as easy as possible. Southeast Carriers isn't just a company, it's a family, and we would love for you to be a part of it. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with Primary Care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary Care by One Stop Medical at its best.
Back here at the Girls Championship game. South Lawrence leading Summertown 33-15. This tournament's brought to you by Heine's Barbecue. Sorry, I'm cracking up. I just heard one of the cheerleaders beside me say, "Are they winning?" Summertown will start off with the ball. Their original starting lineup in the game, Long. Hands over here to Franks. Now runner up, no. Offensive rebound, Campbell. Can't get that one to go. Grabs another offensive rebound. Now gets it out to Mason. Mason picks up her dribble. Now over to Franks. Now to Gillum. Gillum drives, spins. Shot off the front iron, no. Rebound Newton. Newton now racing the other way. Drives into the paint, kicks out to Snyder. Snyder gets her pass stolen away by Mason. 17 turnovers now against the Lady Stallions. Mason the other way. Kicks out to Gillum. Gillum drives. Left-handed layup off the glass, no. Rebound won by Augustine. She's racing the other way as an open Snyder. Right-handed layup off the glass and in. Her first points. It's a 20-point Lady Stallion lead. Gillum now to Franks. Over to Long. Long would try a three. Back iron, no. And Craig comes up with the rebound. And Mason steals that one away. She drives, right-handed layup off the glass and in. She has got 4 points and leads down to 18 at 35-17. Moving across the timeline now over to Craig. Craig throws it down low to Augustine. And Augustine powers her way and goes off the glass and in. She leads all scorers now with 14. Long quickly the other way, drives, kicks out to Gillum. Gillum drives, now to Franks. Straight away three, back iron, no. Rebound Newton. Good boxing out there by South Lawrence. Newton, that's her pass tip back into her hands as she comes the other way. Down to Augustine, down low, off the glass and in with the left hand.
Summertown not getting back right now, AJ. They will punish you if you do not get back on defense, and that's back-to-back baskets that they've gotten hurt because you're not getting back.
Campbell with the here, and that one's stolen away by Newton. Then Newton walks. Long will take it out here to the right of the basket. Gets it into Franks. Franks, high pass in the hands of Gillum. 3:30 remaining in the game. Now to Campbell, straight away for three. And that will go out of bounds to South Lawrence. Coming the other way is Augustine. Augustine spins out of traffic. Now kicks out to Newton. Newton will try a long jumper. Knocks it down. Her second made shot. It's a 41-17 lead. Long with it. Drives. Left-handed layup off the glass and in. Nice little crossover into the paint. Long's done that.
Nice move.
It's the fourth time she's done that. She's 1 of 2 from the line as well. Augustine now drives, runner up and in. We're watching a star blossom in front of our eyes here. Adam Augustine with 18 points.
Yeah, she's played a great game.
Summertown.
She does it from all over the court too.
Summertown will call a timeout, a full timeout. We'll take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Great food is just a short drive to Heine's Barbecue in Lawrenceburg. Mouth-watering is just one way to describe the amazing flavors of the best piece of Heine in town. When you dig into a plate of pulled pork, hand-chopped brisket, chicken, wood-fire oven pizzas, and the menu goes on. Wash it all down with a swig of Heine Shine lemonade and then make your way over to the gift shop full of Heine sauces, snacks, and more. Heine's Barbecue, Highway 43 North in Lawrenceburg.
Long inbounds into Mason. It's a 43-19 South Lawrence lead here. 2:39 remaining in the game. Long inside to Mason, tipped into the hands of Newton. 28 turnovers now by Summertown. Newton drives into the paint, pull-up jumper. Rattles out, no. Offensive rebound in the hands of Augustine. And Augustine gets that one stolen away. Gillum will get fouled. That one will go against Augustine. She'll pick up her second, team's third. .220 remaining. Long with it now for Summertown. Walks it across the timeline. Now hands over to Gillum. Gillum now to Campbell, over to Long. Thinks about a three, guarded by Weathers. Now picks up a dribble. That one's just ripped away by Augustine, but they call a jump ball, which will go to South Lawrence anyways. We've got 29 turnovers now by Summertown. Bounce pass into Augustine, quickly ahead to Weathers. Weathers back to Augustine across the timeline. Augustine now over to Snyder. Snyder dribbles back out and hands it over to Augustine. Augustine drives, runner up, in, and she's fouled. She has got 20 and now has a shot at the M1.
Well, South Lawrence has pulled away. They've just really turned on the afterburners the second half, AJ. I'm going to tell you, the third quarter was the killer for Summertown. I think that was the time where they really concentrated on pounding the ball inside, taking advantage of their height to Weathers and Augustine, and it just Summertown just hadn't been able to recover. But those two young ladies there are very talented, and they've both played great tonight.
Craig checked in, I believe, for Stutz. Now here's Campbell with it as Mason hits the deck in front of us. Coming up, Campbell's runner up, no, she's fouled. And she will go to the line here to shoot two. I believe that will go on Weathers.
And Campbell, you know, she's been a pretty consistent player for Summertown this year down low, but she's had difficulties tonight. When you're having to deal with that much size from South Lawrence, it's tough on anybody.
First free throw goes off the side of the iron, no good. Snyder and Weathers will check out. Free throw from Campbell on its way. Can't get it to go. Rebound Craig. Eagles now 3 of 9 from the line. Craig with it the other way. She just loses that one into the hands of Campbell. 21 turnovers now by South Lawrence. Campbell racing the other way. Franks. Pull-up jumper. Nothing but net. She's got 4. 46 to 21 is the advantage. Webb quickly the other way. Minute left in the game. Gets it out to Augustine. Augustine gets that one tipped away. Regains possession. Augustine now hands over to Shanna Fisher. Just got her first action of the game. Augustine now kicks out here to Webb. Webb now to Craig in the corner. Craig will try a 3. Misses. Rebound Fisher. Now over to Webb. Long 2. Knocks it down. It's her first points. It's a 48 to 21 lead. Now just a substitution timeout as the starting lineup will check out here. So Garland, Busby, Pettis, Miller, and Daniel. I probably missed a couple in there.
Yeah, you've got
Miller.
see Pettis in there and Miller.
And Hallie McConnell. Okay, that was the one I missed.
That's correct.
As the official tells the cheerleader that wasn't what the timeout she thought it was. 20 seconds remaining. Quickly the other way is Busby. Busby now to Miller. Garland with it. Now to Pettis. Pettis picks up her dribble and gets out to Garland. 5 seconds left. They throw it to McConnell. McConnell off the glass. No. And rebound Miller. And that will end the game. South Lawrence goes on to win this one 48 to 21. They are the area girls tournament champions. Take a look at the final statistics here. A leading score for Lay Staines, Allie Augustine with 21. You had Sophie Weathers with 11, Chloe Craig with 8. On the other side for the Lady Eagles, their leading scorer was Tess Long with 9. And Adam, final thoughts here on this game, and pretty much what you said at the outset was pretty much what happened.
Well, I do have a quick question, AJ. What was Summertown's final turnover count do you have for them?
29.
Basically, roughly a turnover a minute. 32 minutes, correct?
Yeah.
Or no, actually, no, 6 minutes in middle school, correct? 24.
It's 24 minutes, yeah.
So they're averaging almost a turnover and a half per minute. Now, look, this team's great, but you're not going to beat many teams that way. It just is what it is. But South Lawrence is great. They force a lot of those. That's what they do. So, and South Lawrence, I also believe, turned the ball over way more many times than what they should have as well.
21 on the night.
Yes, and and if South Lawrence wants to get deeper into this upcoming tournament coming up, I believe which will be in Fayetteville in the next few days starting, they've got to improve on that number too. These are two really good young teams. The difference tonight was down low with Augustine and Weathers. They, in that third quarter, they just dominated, took control, and never looked back. So that was it, AJ.
Now we're going to pause here for a second and have the presentation of the tournament trophy. First to the runners-up in Summertown, then after that will be for the winners in South Lawrence. After that, though, we'll take a few-minute break, and it'll be the boys' championship as Mount Pleasant and Summertown will face off. That will be 5 minutes at the conclusion of the ceremony.
Hey, South Lawrence girls, y'all come down here and sit so that they can get ready to cheer.
Summertown. Maddie Gillum. From Summertown, Ethridge Mason. And from Summertown, Tess Long. South Lawrence, Chloe Craig.
I scare her all the time. It's okay. Hey, y'all come here. What shoes do y'all have? I have no idea. Are they varsity? Yes, ma'am. They're really good. Well, I'm trying to get new shoes next year. I just want my
Sophie
girls
Weathers. In the tournament MVP from South Lawrence, Allie Augustine. Congratulations to the girls. You can join Lucky Draw Monday when we do have a reception. Good luck.
This is the X Sports Network.